I have no dog in this fight. I'm not here to disparage Geoff Wilson. I'm not here to throw shade on SportsCardinvestor, the channel, or the business. But the truth is that there are a lot of questions that people have because Geoff Wilson puts himself out into the world as an expert. Welcome to EDI Sports Cards. So the question that we have is, can we trust Geoff Wilson or not? Is the sports card investor telling the truth or is he not? And so I wanted to actually create this video because I have no dog in this fight. I'm not here to disparage Geoff Wilson. I'm not here to throw shade on SportsCardinvestor, the channel, or the business. But the truth is that there are a lot of questions that people have because Geoff Wilson puts himself out into the world as an expert. And again, unfortunately for Geoff, what he doesn't seem to understand is that he doesn't have to defend himself unless he wants people to know what's actually happening. And Geoff doesn't seem to understand that. He has multiple businesses. He has a lot of partners. I'm glad that he put out in his latest video that you can't just move money from one company to another because that is illegal. You can't commingle funds. That's illegal. That's actually what a lot of people do and they get into trouble for. So the fact that Geoff Wilson didn't do that with SportsCardinvestor money and put it into his 352 company, it makes a lot of sense. But all that Geoff needed to say was, I can't do that. It's called commingling of funds. I'm not allowed to do that. Again, that doesn't need to be defended. That just needs to be said. Like, the reason that I took the PPP loan is because that company was basically going out of business. And in order to not go out of business, we took the loan. End of story. But the fact that Geoff gets upset that people have questions, well then Geoff, stop going on YouTube. Stop talking about how smart you are. Stop talking about what of an expert you are. If you can't handle the heat, stay out of the kitchen. So Geoff Wilson, my message to you is, if you need help with marketing and communications, why don't you call me and I will help you? Because you seem to have very, very bad communication skills. That's all I'm saying. So I don't want to do anything else. I don't want to get more involved in this situation. Again, if you've heard any of the information, most of the information I've gotten, I did watch 2 more videos on this situation. I first heard about this from SportsCard Radio, which all of the followers of Geoff Wilson do not like or trust, so they are trolls. Not SportsCard Radio. SportsCard Radio is not a troll. They have been around for a long time. I have been in this hobby for 40 years. I know that SportsCard Radio has been around way longer than the Sports Card Investor. Now, does the SportsCard Radio hosts take it a little too far? Absolutely. But let's put it this way. They're like shock jocks in the sports card hobby. You know, that's fine. But they don't just make things up. Geoff, if you feel like they made something up, you're going to have some evidence of that. They didn't. They take real facts and then they give opinions. They are /journalists /commentators, but they have facts behind them. You took 2 PPP loans. That's a fact. That starts the conversation. If you're denying that you took the PPP loan, well then that would be defamation. They're lying about the fact that you took the PPP loan. They didn't do that, Geoff. Do you understand the difference between a lie and not understanding what happened? So they have questions. You took 2 loans. They had questions because they are the shock jocks of the sports card hobby. And so you have a choice to either answer the questions or ignore the questions. But getting upset at the questions is just ridiculous, and it makes you look really bad. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I don't know if I fully understand, just from my own perspective. I have run multiple businesses, multi-million dollar businesses. I have my own education think tank right now, and I run an online school for 21st century skills. I do sports cards as a hobby. It is not a business. I did not set up, like SportsCardinvestor, I did not set up an LLC or an S Corp to do sports cards. He did. And if you're following any of his buys, you will notice that over the last 2 years, so from 2020 to 2022, all of his investments have gone down. His portfolio is worth less than it was when he bought it. So if you're following his advice, he is not a good investor. Now, if you follow more of this channel, I will do more videos about how you can't invest in sports cards, but you can make a lot of money. There's a difference between making money in sports cards, which is a legitimate business, and then investing, which is a legitimate just money trap. You don't want to invest in sports cards. Thank you so much. If you like this, please hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, hit the notification button. Do everything that YouTube algorithm wants you to do so that more people can see this. Signing off.